Good day. This is Dr. Freslin Limsako, a nurse professor from Silliman University College of Nursing. In this presentation, I will talk about the synchronicity in human space-time, a theory of nursing engagement. With globalization, the impact of complexities in healthcare systems on what nursing is and how knowledge in nursing is known actually fosters sensible encounters. These practical encounters continue to evolve with the burgeoning technological advancements in healthcare that challenge how we perceive and perform nursing today. Now, a theory of nursing that embraces caring engagement in a neo-modernist perspective asserts that there is interconnectedness between human thoughts, synchronistic life events such as acquiring a disease condition or probably getting a promotion at work, and meanings of experiences that are critical to living the meaningfulness of human health and well-being in a community. The synchronicity in human space-time theory of nursing engagement is advanced as foundational to nursing praxis, and it is a theoretically based nursing encounter, developing diverse or varying practice-based knowledge and methods focused on the life principles of emancipation, equitability, interconnectivity, and human transcendence. Emancipation, a principle of empowering others to deal with their present problems, have hope for the future, and holistically perceive each other, is an essential response to the extant multi-realities of globalization in healthcare. Equitability, an application of the principle of equity, is regarded as a shared value in the nursing profession and an ethical principle of an equity-oriented healthcare system that indicates justice in human caring. Interconnectivity, the hoped-for consequential feature of globalization in healthcare, has catalyzed the development of nursing praxis to further advance the social mandate of equitable caring for humanity. And human transcendence, the ability to go beyond the limitations of human factors and space-time influences, has propelled globalization in nursing within a universal technological domain. Globalization has ultimately led to the meaningful connectedness of these life principles and continues to influence access to quality and cost-effective healthcare of diverse populations. Now, the authors of the Synchronicity in Human Space-Time Theory of Nursing Engagement are yours truly, Dr. Freslin Lim Sako, Assistant Professor from Suleiman University College of Nursing, Dr. Clifford Masayan Kilat, Associate Professor and Dean of the College of Nursing in St. Paul University, Dumaguete, and our mentor, Dr. Zana Siluxin, Professor Emeritus, Florida Atlantic University, Boca Raton, USA, and Graduate School of Biomedical Sciences, Tokushima University in Japan. The following are the influences of the theory. Carl Jung. As a principle of meaningful coincidence, synchronicity was conceptualized by Carl Jung as the simultaneous occurrence of metaphysical state with events that are considered significant but not causal experiences. Derived from this concept of meaningful coincidence, as conceptualized by Jung, we developed the concept of synchronicity in nursing as meaningful connectedness. Another influence is Martha Rogers. The theory introduced is distinguished through a Rogerian understanding that persons are integral within their natural world amidst an open system. Rosemary Rizzo-Parse is also an influence in this theory development. The consciousness of the human space-time co-create meanings, design rhythmical patterns, and co-transcend with possibles, encouraging nursing engagements. So how we conceptualize the terms in nursing engagement process described in the synchronicity in human spacetime theory is greatly influenced by Parse, as we named the processes of nursing into interpersonal relating, rhythmical connecting, and transformational engaging. Boykin and Schoenfer has immensely influenced us in how we view nursing as caring. Nurses ought to recognize the human synchronistic events which are shared with one being nursed through meaningful connectedness, thereby acknowledging that every caring experience is unique in the human space-time. The conceptualization of caring, nursing, and technology by Dr. Rosanna Luxin elucidates the nursing profession as continually evolving here, now, and beyond. Another process of nursing described in this theory is derived from the perspective of Luxin on technological knowing. The consciousness of the human space-time caring experiences is similar to Jean Watson's caring moment that transcends space and time. In nursing engagement, the lived experience of self and others is honored, human dignity is sustained, humanity is preserved, and wholeness of persons is held within human caring, transcending the limits of space, time, illness, and diagnosis. Synchronicities occur as biographical parallels, shared dreams, and images that help constellate experiences for healing and transformation. These acausal nonlinear occurrences are considered temporal connectedness between mind and environment, in which a nonlinear domain, unconstrained by space and time, provides an explanation of seemingly inexplicable events and processes. Some of these synchronicities include meaningful coincidences, serendipitous events, and psychic phenomena. In the quantum sense, Martha Rogers' pan-dimensional realities are perceived boundaries manifesting those transformations of diverse energy field patterns as explained in the science of unitary human beings. Synchronicities are therefore examples of pan-dimensional awareness. Synchronicity perspective allows appreciation of diversity by applying the multiple ways of knowing such as personal, empirical, ethical, and aesthetic ways of knowing in nursing, the emancipatory knowing as illuminated by Shin and Kramer, and technological knowing by Luxine. The assumptions of the synchronicity in human space-time and their relationship with the nursing engagement process is illustrated in this figure. 1. Human space-time is a metaphysical sphere of caring experiences among persons with patterns of occurrence viewed as meaningful for both the nurse and the nursed. This is illustrated, for example, as a synchronistic nursing engagement in various settings, like in the emergency department, community setting, hospital ward, for example, perceiving the patient not as a disease or objects of care, rather as individuals whose internal and external being of wholeness are connected. 2. Nursing unfolds in a unitarily pattern of wholeness integrated within the human space-time processes. You see, humans are assimilating their lives with technology, instigating the nursing profession toward transformations. And this has become even more evident with the COVID-19 pandemic. 3. The nurse-nursed human space-time consciousness is irreducibly evolving, thus co-creating human transcendence. What does this mean? Well, the individual experiences and perspectives of the nurse and the one being nursed are not deductively viewed apart from the whole nurse-nurse relationship. This is summarily illustrated, for instance, in the practice of nursing in disaster occasions or when facing a crisis situation, much like what is going on now in the pandemic. Nurses in their practice share the struggle with people with resilient attitude. In this situation, both the nurse and the people's experience influence the hope for understanding of the nursing engagement. The theoretical assertion is that human transcendence mediates the relationship between resilience and well being. And most important to understand in this theory is to intentionally know that the human space-time consciousness of persons is the driving force that pervades the sense of faith, hope, and love in all processes of nursing engagements. Now, in the concept of nursing engagement, understand that the lived experience of the self and of other human beings is honored, human dignity is sustained, humanity is preserved, and wholeness of persons is held within human caring expressions, and this is transcending the limits of space, time, illness, diagnosis. And Dr. Clifford Kilat and I would like to add transcending the limits brought about by the socio-political conditions and technological advancements. 4. Synchronicity in human space-time is a pan-dimensionally transforming process of interconnectedness among humanity and beyond infinity. This is based on the tenets of Rogerian science of unitary human beings, particularly on pan-dimensionality, which is viewed as a non-linear domain without spatial or temporal attributes, and transformation is the outcome of the ever-evolving human transcendence. So, in summary, human spacetime is a metaphysical sphere of caring experiences. Nursing is unfolding in the unitarily developing pattern, and the nurse-nursed human spacetime is irreducibly evolving, thus co-creating human transcendence, and synchronicity in human spacetime is pan-dimensionally transforming process. This theory views the person as a human being who cares for the self and others, is whole and irreducible. This theory views nursing as developing, fostering, healing, helping, nourishing, progressing, and sustaining the well-being of humans. It is also viewed as responding to the wholeness of human experience. It is through nurturing, healing, and sustaining that humans experience wholeness. Health is viewed as synchronized with the current space and time, and to experience synchronic health is to experience wholeness. Synchronic health is experiencing wholeness at certain times in life, regardless of a concurrent experience of disease, disorder, difficulty, disability, poverty, or crisis anywhere in this world or beyond the physical world. Even when the nurse is living and growing in caring from moment to moment, they cannot express authentic caring behaviors when they do not embody a healing environment within themselves or become effective in their caring actions when there is no conducive environment that honor wholeness and healing. Wholeness is the outcome of caring. A healing environment is vital for the process of caring in nursing to occur. A healing environment can be internal, meaning inside the human body. It is unitary in a mutual process with the universe. Nurses need to experience wholeness within themselves in order to genuinely express their inner human potential of caring. The environment can also be external. This external environment is called space. This space must be a healing environment that is conducive for wholeness. In the human space-time synchronicity, the nurse and the one being nursed experience the fullness of their being, their wholeness. Caring in nursing is therefore integrated with humanity, space and time in synchrony with one another. They do not have any causal relationship, but they influence each other. Within this theory, nurses appreciate the progressions in healthcare system, including the individual's participation in human caring within the technological advancements, thereby espousing that caring practice in the synchronicity in human space-time takes full advantage of resources, optimizing the potentials of humanistic nursing care regardless of social and environmental demands. The dynamic nature of human health experience in crises like COVID-19 pandemic, disease, illness, near death, or poverty challenge persons' holistic self. Yet the continuous pattern of chaos order transcendence seems unlimited in energizing human lives. Here are the implications of synchronicity in human space-time to research, education, practice, and administration. To research, learning is a never-ending process. What we learned in the past may not be applicable tomorrow, but the knowledge we know are evolving every time we generate information through research. Synchronicity in human space-time enables the development of knowledge through various ways of knowing, such as empirical, ethical, aesthetic, and personal, emancipatory, and technological knowing. Thus, our knowing as nurses are not fragmented, rather holistic. Education. So, the application of synchronicity in human space-time will provide a revolutionary view that will challenge and transform the contemporary system. For example, Education 4.0 should be anchored to the perspectives that emerging coexistence of human beings and technology should be in synchronicity, having meaningful connectedness to the environment and time. Essentially, synchronicity exists through meaningful connectedness of the human health experiences and the consciousness of human, environment, and time elements. Under any circumstances, such as nursing shortage, ethical dilemmas, administrative and political biases, expression of nursing actions and intentions of caring are inseparable, optimizing human health and well-being. This means that in practice settings, nurses' intentions of caring need to be expressed through nursing actions with the goal in mind to optimize human health and well-being, despite the difficulties experienced in their immediate work environments. For administration, global health today is interconnecting nurses across international boundaries, systems, structures, and processes that transform how countries and their healthcare systems provide human caring. Nursing administration and leadership, both in academia and practice settings, will need to revisit, restructure, and realign their existing approaches, policies, protocols, and systems to the contemporary priorities of stakeholders. This figure shows the nursing engagement process component of the synchronicity in human space-time theory. Interpersonal relating. This is the nurturance of a relationship that appreciates the self and others as whole and transcendental beings, connecting to the nursed, illuminated in the dance of caring persons, in which synchronicity is founded. Synchronicity is enhanced through optimism, perseverance, and keen intuition, while excessive levels of anxiety, depression, anger, and resentment preclude it. Caring is manifested when the nurse interconnects with the nursed in a metaphysical presence through therapeutic communication aimed at nurturing the wholeness of the self and the nursed. An example of interpersonal relating is manifested through the therapeutic interaction through communication and establishment of rapport or trust between the nurse and the nursed during the caring moment or meaningful caring encounter. Technological knowing. This is adapted from Dr. Rosanna Luxin's theory of technological competency as caring in nursing. Technological knowing is focused on providing authentic and humane caring. Guided by technology, technological knowing is the process that leads the nurse in sensing relevant data and pattern information about the nursed in interaction as persons and not as objects of care. High technological environments in which the nurse and the nursed interact or relate with each other provide the meaningful coincidences or synchronicities of caring experiences. Moreover, through technological knowing, the expansion of nurses' scope of practice and extension of their ethical accountability to humanity is realized. Rhythmical connecting. This means dancing to the cadence of treatments and nursing activities, where each meaningful, caring experience is not merely an encounter, but a fit into a rhythmical pattern through which the interconnectivity of persons within the human space-time is nurtured. Rhythmical connecting also allows the nurse and the nursed to participate in the planning and implementation of equitable and humanistic care. Rhythmical connecting is also illuminated when the nurse extends empathic care, despite limited participation from the nurse, such as the case of a comatose patient, by recognizing the latter's dignity even without overt manifestations of consciousness to the former. Thus, the expression of caring intentions is crucial at this stage. This is that part when you actually show that you care and that you show it the way your patient and the family would want to be cared for. You try to put yourself on their shoe. How would I want to be cared for in this situation? Intention is being shown. Transformational engaging. This refers to the process of intimately concurring with a recognized improvement of the caring moment and human health experiences, a continuous evaluation and infinite reflection of wholeness by both the nurse and the nursed. In transformational engaging, there is a constant process of transformation. This is a process of nursing engagement that overlaps with and occurs simultaneously with the other three processes. For as long as there is recognition of the meaningful connectedness between the nurse and the nurse and the space, the nurse and the situation, moment by moment, and the person is changed or transformed, then this process exists in space time. Even a simple thought about your patient and how he or she is doing, whether the patient is degenerating or recovering, and being concerned for that person even beyond your duty shift is part of the process of transformational engaging. You are moved by the encounter and changed as a person yourself, just as your patient may have also been moved and touched by your care and your presence. Here is a message to future nurses and nurses of today. Guard the discipline of caring and the practice profession of nursing. Remember PPE throughout your journey in the profession. Pay the kindness forward. Think and act like a nurse. Prioritize self care, for you cannot give what you do not have. Engage in meaningful connections. The four principles of emancipation, equity, interconnectedness, and human transcendence through the lens of synchronicity in human space time will help you grow and transform to be better than you were before and advocate for other human beings. Overcome fear and self doubt. Believe in yourself. Make a difference in your lifetime. Here is a message from Dr. Clifford Killat. Nursing profession will not vanish in the future. However, caring in nursing is challenged by many factors, including nurses themselves. It is my wish that you will carry with you the heart of the nurse that cares. Starting today, realize that your simple act of kindness to yourself and to others will have a synchronicity effect in your life. Always look at yourself and others as persons who have unique experiences in life. Forget labeling a person like giving them diagnosis. It is not nursing to do so. The synchronicity in human space-time theory encourages us to relate, to know persons, to dance in the current rhythm of life, to engage and transform. We human beings can transform and go beyond what seems to be our reality at the moment. I wish to tell you that our struggles now are part of the transcendence and fulfillment of our dreams. You can do it. That ends my presentation. Thank you very much for listening. Here is the reference for this presentation. For questions and clarifications, you may email me. Have a wonderful day.